so putting baby in, now that the carrier is on, I have spread it across my shoulder, I have spread it across my back to make sure that it is going to distribute the weight correctly. And then I'm going to put these rings just a teeny tiny bit higher than my hollow of my shoulder. All right, and then before I put baby in, I'm going to check for any slack. So my baby is really tiny because it's a doll. So what I'm going to do is start from the back and work the slack around to those rings, and I go ahead and just pull all that out and through the rings. There we go. Okay, and then likewise in here, if there was any slack, there isn't, but if there was any slack, I would go ahead and slide. Oh wait, yeah I do. You can see right here I have this weird puff. So I'm gonna find that, push it through, find it here, and then come into the rings and go ahead and just pull that through now. And that's gonna eliminate a bunch of the work once baby is in, which is my end goal here. All right, so it's pretty snug. I can get about my arm in, which is great for my doll. And I know that because I've been doing it a while with my doll. And now to get baby in, I'm gonna pick them up, put them on the shoulder opposite the rings, support their head and spine, and then reach under that whole pass, grasp baby's ankles, and slide them into position in the center of my chest. Okay, I'm gonna continue to support baby's back. Make sure their little feet are through. And then I'll start underneath my armpit and back again and work that fabric up, all the way up to the nape of baby's neck. Maybe a little tiny bit higher. I'll start underneath or on my back again with that red, pull any slack around, and here I'm gonna tuck just a tiny bit in. And when I do that, I kind of have baby sit. And that's creating that knee to knee hammock that we talk about in baby wearing. All right, and then the rest of this, I'm going to make sure that it is spread across my shoulder, spread across my back, and then I'm going to go ahead and tighten up everything else. And I do that by starting on the back and working the slack over to the rings, and just like before, pulling through, and then I pull in the direction that that particular color or that particular strand is coming from. I have another bubble right here, so I'm going to find it and work it. Whoop, there it is. There it is. I found it. And work it into the rings and pull it through. And you'll notice that I pulled the center of the wrap, I'm pulling kind of diagonally. The top edge I pull straight across, and this bottom edge I pull down.